This is Akashvani. In the program Spotlight, now we bring you an exclusive interview with Apurva Chandra, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, on Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. The interviewer is Bala Nagendran, Akashvani correspondent.
On November 15, 2023, the Honorable Prime Minister of India will be launching Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, a nationwide outreach program to connect with the people of India. To talk more about that and further developments, we have with us Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Shri Apurva Chandra sir. Sir, welcome.
Thank you.
I would like to start from periphery and let's delve into the deeper aspects of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. For the benefit of our listeners, could you tell us what do we mean by Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra and its objectives?
The conception of the Honorable Prime Minister is that nobody should be left behind. And in that context, this Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra has been organized as a project for saturation of all the schemes, because the Prime Minister believes that 100% of the beneficiaries should be covered. And that is why I think this is the largest ever endeavor to reach all the Gram Panchayats of the country. More than 2.5 lakh Gram Panchayats would be covered over 2 months with a van, IEC van, and several departments participating. 17 schemes have been identified for rural areas, 17 different schemes for urban areas, which will be the focus of this particular yatra. And as you mentioned, the name of the yatra is Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. So it is a pledge that we will move towards a developed country. We will become a developed country. And the word which we are using, the line which we are using is Hamara Sankalp Viksit Bharat, which means that we are committed to make India a developed nation.
Sir, to reach out to the people, we need public perception management as well as proper information dissemination. To play a pivotal role of information dissemination, we need the active participation of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Could you brief us the role is being played by the Ministry of INB till date and from tomorrow onwards with the coordination of the field units in the states to take this Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra to the last mile?
The role of taking the message of the Honorable Prime Minister and the government to the last mile, it is very essential, and in that the role of All India Radio, Doordarshan as parts of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting is also crucial, because the large population, they depend on what is being given on All India Radio, and I am sure that this message also will reach a large number of people. We are also engaging with the local influencers, the local channels, the private TV channels, the newspapers, as the Prime Minister also believes that it is in the local language only that the message can be taken to the people, because they are comfortable in the local language, not necessarily Hindi or English. When we go to the people, all the messaging, all the standees, all the communication, the videos, the written material, all will be in the local language of the people, and the communication will be in the local language, and we will try to take that message in the local language to the people, and we will depend on All India Radio also substantially in that.
As you mentioned about taking information to the last mile, we need to speak about the geographic diversity of India, which is well documented. We have hilly terrains and remotest part of the country, and we have been doing our best to reach out to those people as well. Sir, could you tell us how this yatra is going to connect those hilly terrains and remotest parts?
Tomorrow the Honorable Prime Minister is launching the yatra for the tribal areas. And as we know, the tribal areas are some of the remotest parts of the country. So tomorrow the Prime Minister is launching at Khunti in Jharkhand, and we will be launching almost 18 vans in Jharkhand, then in Gujarat, Maharashtra, and the remote parts of Arunachal Pradesh, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, the farthest remotest parts, they would also be getting covered. And the message would be taken to the remotest parts that they are part of the country. All the schemes which are available in anywhere in the country are also available for the tribal areas, in addition to some special schemes which are there for tribal areas. There are 4 or 5 special schemes which are there for tribal areas. So all that will be a part of that. And tomorrow we expect that about 15 governors and chief ministers also would be joining at various locations when this yatra is launched.
In your first response, you talked about 17 primary schemes of the government that will be taken to the people in order to bring them in. So could you tell us specific schemes that are going to be taken through this yatra to connect the people?
There, in the rural areas, the schemes, for example, the scheme for the Awas, the Pakka Awas, which is a 100% saturation scheme that nobody should be left homeless, which is a guarantee of the government, and that is going to be a focus area. Then, for example, LPG, availability of LPG, then light connection in every house being ODF free, which is almost achieved now. Then power to connection in every house. So these are sort of guarantees. Then free food. So these are sort of schemes which are already there. Then some of the other focus areas would be on agricultural schemes like Kisan Credit Card, demonstrations of how fertilizers can be administered in the rural areas. There will be drone shows on how drones can be used to deliver fertilizers in a more efficient manner. And then there will be other schemes like for education and others also, where people will get to know their rights, and then these schemes are for 100% saturation, so everybody will be involved in that. So we will try to pick up those who are left out still and give an assurance that in the coming days or years they will also get to be covered.
Sir, in any information dissemination, receiving feedback constitutes persistent success, which helps us to assess. The uniqueness of this yatra is Kahani Meri Zubani. So could you elaborate more on that?
So a very important feature of this yatra is Meri Kahani Meri Zubani, where we expect the beneficiaries to give out their experience on how they have benefited from the scheme, in what way they learnt of the scheme, how they applied for the scheme, how they became a part of the scheme, and then since the scheme has been launched, they have become a part of it, how they have benefited. And actually, rather than the government saying that these schemes are there for the benefit of the people, if people themselves see that these are the people the common people who have actually become a part of the scheme, they have actually applied, benefited. So I think that goes much longer and in convincing people about the benefits of the schemes. So that is a very important part. In each Gram Panchayat, we will pick up 3, 4, 5 beneficiaries of various schemes who will come and put forth their views on how they have benefited. And we will try to project those particular beneficiaries throughout the district, throughout the state, and also at the national level.
As the first nationwide outreach awareness campaign, which aims to traverse across 2.7 lakh villages and 18,000 and more urban areas, we have been looking forward to include more people that are yet to be brought into the mainstream of those schemes by means of on-the-support services. How a beneficiary or a citizen of this country can avail on the support services which are provided through these IEC vans during the yatra?
The IEC vans will have all the literature, and the literature is also QR coded. So just going on the QR code, that will take you to the portal of this particular yatra, which will have links for applying to all the relevant schemes. The information also will be there. Then some videos are also getting prepared on how to apply for a scheme, how one can benefit from that particular scheme. So all that information will be there, and during the yatra there will be officers from the concerned ministries to guide the people on how to avail the benefits of that particular scheme. So we expect that a lot of people can benefit from the scheme in case they have not benefited till now.
There is a unique feature of this yatra, that is My Bharat Volunteership. Could you brief us on how this My Bharat Volunteership works and how one can enroll if they want to?
This My Bharat Volunteer program was launched last month, and it is a very unique program to project to the youth and bring the youth into the mainstream and make them contribute towards the development of the nation. So that portal is developed, and that will be projected during this particular yatra, where My Bharat volunteers would be enrolled where the vans go. And we expect that a very large number of youth will get enrolled, and they will meaningfully contribute to the development of their local area, and through that to the development of the nation.
Another important aspect, the significant one of this yatra, is virtual projection of Prime Minister's Mann Ki Baat. In addition to that, people can also interact where they are put up. Sir, how this platform is going to function and how people can interact with the Prime Minister virtually? What are the facilities that are being put in place?
All the vans, they are having facilities with Wi-Fi facilities and also video conferencing facilities. So, and there are LED screens in the rural area. The vans will have a LED screen of 7 feet by 5 feet, that is a 35 square feet screen. In the urban areas, 12 feet by 8 feet, that is 96 square feet screen. And the Mann Ki Baat will be projected live, and during this period there will be 2 Mann Ki Baat episodes, I believe, and they will be projected live and people can see it live wherever the vans are. Apart from that, through the video conferencing facilities, we are told that the Prime Minister would be addressing the people directly through the video conferencing, and maybe once in 15 days or whatever, his time permits. And there will be a two-way communication also, so the people can directly talk with the Prime Minister during those interactions, and we expect those interactions to be very popular.
How this Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is going to aid farmers, women and children who are the major resource of our country, who is going to contribute in the development of country and make India develop.
So the schemes per se of the government are targeted towards farmers. As we know that the Honorable Prime Minister has been focusing on doubling the income of the farmers. Women has been a very special area with the Nari Vandan bills, which was passed by the Parliament only last month. Then children again has been a focus area of the Prime Minister with his interactions during the examinations and throughout the year also. So a major focus, as I mentioned, for the Yatra is going to be farmers, as the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, they are actually spearheading this entire Yatra apart from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And the Kisan credit card, how the Kisan can avail credit, the use of fertilizers, natural farming, the best farming practices, how to improve the farm yields. So that will be a very special focus area. Then all these schemes like the PM Awas Yojana, the Har Ghar Jal, they are targeted there for the benefit of the women folk and the children, of course, through the becoming participants in the My Bharat campaign. They will also be all part of this. And we also plan to show some special videos for the children. We had created Krish, Trish and Balti Boy videos, which are animated videos on the freedom fighters of this country. And we expect that we will be showcasing those videos also through this Yatra, which will be a great attraction for the children. And these videos are of freedom fighters who have fought for the independence of the country. They are 10-minute episodes. I think they will be very keenly watched.
Final question is about our pursuit to be digitally independent, and we have taught the world how we are digitally equipped and we have become globally inevitable. This Yatra symbolizes that. Apart from the Yatra, is there a web portal or a site through which one can participate and contribute for this Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra?
There is a website portal which has been specially developed by NIC. And both MyGov and NEGD, they are all working for this. It is called Viksit Bharat Sankalp. So on that, people can participate, they can log in, they can upload their photos, they can upload their experiences, they can upload videos. And apart from that, they will get all the information about these schemes from that particular web portal. So that is an all-in-one portal where all the written material, the videos, everything will be available and people can upload their experiences also. So I think that will serve as the basic portal for this particular Yatra, and administratively also that portal is going to be used for the movement of the vans, the tracking of the vans, how many people have been there. So all that will be done through this particular portal which has been specially developed for this Yatra.
Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You were listening to an exclusive interview with Apurva Chandra, Secretary, Minister of Information and Broadcasting, on Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. The interviewer was Bala Nagendran, Akashvani correspondent. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of Akashvani. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may share your feedback about this program through email at airnsdtalks@gmail.com or WhatsApp on 9289094044.